What's going on, YouTube? This is your friendly neighborhood DraftKings addict, bringing my top picks for Week 6 NFL DFS slate. All right, guys, if you're new to this channel, please go ahead and drop a subscribe for me real quick. All right, and as always, guys, if you could like the video, that really helps out the channel. All right, if you're enjoying the content. So speaking of content, let's talk about last week's picks. Man, so as you guys can see right here, man, scored 234. Now, last week was a high-scoring affair if you had some of the quote-unquote chalk plays, all right, because they went off big time. All right, so for instance, McCaffrey went off for 50 DraftKings points. Zeke Elliott, I'm about tired of this guy here, man. All right, but long story short, you can see he didn't do too well. Well, he did okay. All right, Godwin went off again for 34 DraftKings points. Michael Thomas, which everybody had, well, a lot of people had, went off for 44. And as we can see, my dark horse, man, Mr. Jones, went off against Dallas for 52.2 DraftKings points. That's ridiculous. All right, so anyway, 234 in my cash game lineup. Had no problem cashing, smashed it, even with Flacco throwing up a stinker with 9.98 points. So, but some good core picks last week. I went away from my man Dalvin Cook to Zeke Elliott, thinking that it would be a good spot for him, but clearly that was not the case. All right, because Cook outscored him, but still cash. Lineup did okay. Eifert, oh my goodness, 3.4 dude. But anyway, yeah, so I'm gonna be questionable when it comes to playing Cincinnati players going forward. But yeah, good lineup last week, guys. So all right, go ahead and follow me over on Twitter at DK_addict is the screen name. All right, go ahead and give me a follow. I send out some things every now and then, guys. So like right here, we got Ike Love. I asked everybody, hey, do we give Mr. Keenum another shot? Because he's been named a starter again, and he gets the Miami defense that has been favorable for quarterbacks in the past. So let me know in the comments, guys. Are you willing to play Case Keenum? Let me stop. All right, guys. So let's go on over to Draft Dashboard, guys. This is my software of choice I use to do my NFL, NBA, and when I play MLB research, guys. If you're interested in the software, if you like what you see, check the link in the description of this video. There's a 30-day trial for $1, and NBA is here. Okay, I'm gonna just go ahead and say it's here. I haven't been playing any of the preseason contests, but I'm definitely gearing up for the regular season, man. So let's get it. All right, so first off, I always start off in my position optimizer, guys. So when you go to the position optimizer, select your slate that you're going to be playing. I only play the main slate. All right, so from there, you got quarterback. So top of the line, of course, Mahomes and Lamar Jackson, guys, they both in play. Okay, I'm not going to spend too much time talking about those guys. As you can see, they've been putting up points. Jackson had a down week last week with 14, but now he gets a favorable matchup against Cincinnati. So I will have me some Lamar Jackson in my lineups at 6.9K for sure. He checks all the boxes. He rushes, he passes, he scores. Okay, and they get a favorable matchup against Cincinnati. Only thing is, game script. You know, can Cincinnati even keep up in this game? So does he have to do a lot? But you remember that week 1 season where he went off for like 40 DraftKings points, had like 7 touchdowns or whatever the case may be, and that was a blowout game. So, but anywho, I like Lamar Jackson. Deshaun Watson, be honest, he's my favorite up in this price range of 6,000. Alrighty, so again, he had an awesome week last week with 45 DraftKings points. He came out of that slump from the prior week. All right, and now he gets a matchup against Kansas City, which is a team that offenses can put up points against. So, looking for this game to be a shootout, high-scoring affair, just like Vegas. And so, it looks like it's 55.5 points they're expecting to be scored. Man, awesome. So, yeah, Deshaun Watson, that's my man. All right, 6.7K. I definitely going to have him in my player pool. Kyler Murray gets a favorable matchup against ATL. Again, a team that it's a high-scoring game according to Vegas. All right, so 6.5K. I think Kirk is still out or is going to be out for this game. All right, and David Johnson looks like he's not going to be able to play. All righty, but yeah, long story short, should be a good affair. And as we can see, the guy has some rushing upside. He had 10 rushes last game, put up 25 DraftKings points. So I would not fade or sleep on Murray. He's also in play. Matt Ryan, come on, man. Matt Ryan's been pretty consistent, guys. Averaging 26 points this year, 27, 20, and 36 in the last 3 games. And then he gets a matchup versus Arizona, one of the best matchups for a quarterback in this league. So at 6.4K, Matt Ryan is going to be my quarterback of choice. I'm gonna have majority of Matt Ryan, but I'm gonna have me some Deshaun Watson and Lamar Jackson in my tournament lineups. All right, but for my cash game, I'm going with Matt Ryan, man. He's a safe bet against Arizona, in my opinion. So, all right, going down a little further, Gardner Minshew. They got Minshew. Everybody's loving the mustache kid. All right, so we got 43 points expected in this matchup. All right, against New Orleans. 5K, pretty decent price. And again, he's had an okay floor, right? 18, 17, and 27. This guy's been tearing it up since he came in after that injury, okay, when he took over. So I would not ignore him either at 5K. And I mentioned it earlier, guys. Case Keenum gets a favorable matchup versus Miami. He gets a new coach, right, because they fired Gruden. All right, so I will have a small, tiny sprinkle of Case Keenum. All right, but I just had to mention him because, again, he's in a good matchup. Jared Goff against San Francisco, man. Me personally, I'm afraid to attack that San Francisco defense. They've been playing pretty well. All right, but Goff, no Gurley, because Gurley is now doubtful. So at 6K, maybe he has to sling the ball a little bit more with Gurley being out. I'm not sure. But me personally, I don't think I'm gonna have any Goff. All right, I might regret that, but I'm not playing Jared Goff. All right, but cool. Let me know in the comments, man. Are you paying on Jared Goff? Is that your quarterback of choice for this week? All right, so next up, running back. All right, Zeke. Again, I'm done with Zeke. Whatever. All right, 8.5K, 18, 19, 17. He just really hadn't had a breakout game. My luck, this would be his breakout game against the Jets. But I'm not paying up for him this week. Can't do it. All right, so Dalvin Cook. Now, Dalvin Cook, I would pay up for again. This guy's been ultra consistent. He's been a major part of the offense, as you can see, averaging around 18 rushes per game. All right, 8.4K. He goes up against Philly, which, according to the the rankings, is a good team versus running backs. But Dalvin Cook is in another league, man. All right, so I definitely like me some Dalvin Cook. All right, let me go ahead and put him on here. I'm not sure why I don't have him in my watch list. So next up, Kamara, if he's good to go, but it looks like he's gonna have some issues with that that ankle injury. So maybe they're just holding him until game day. But if he suits up and plays, I like Alvin Kamara. All right, especially against Jacksonville, who's a favorable matchup for running backs. And again, this guy's heavy in targets and rushes, so definitely like Alvin Kamara. Going down a little further, Mark Ingram is one of my favorite plays for this week. Again, I'm looking at the matchup, guys. Cincinnati gives it up to the running back position. They're heavy favorites, they being Baltimore. All right, so that means that Mark Ingram could get some extra run, do the game script and clock management. So at 6.6K, I definitely like Mark Ingram again. 39, 9, and 13 in the last 3 games, but he gets a nice matchup. He's averaging double-digit rushes. All right, so I definitely like Mark Ingram at 6.6K. Lev Bell, love. Okay, the guy's getting 15 plus attempts, so he's averaging somewhere around 18 attempts from rushes. He's getting around 8 or 9 targets, which we love. All right, in DFS, especially DraftKings, right, where we get a full point per reception. So at 6.4K, Lev Bell to me is a no-brainer against this Dallas team. Whether they going back and forth and shooting it out, or if they're behind, Lev Bell is going to be a part of that offense. All right, either through the pass game or the rushing game. All right, and he gets his quarterback back, his starting quarterback. Donald, whatever his name is. He had some kind of illness or whatever. Mondo, I think it was. So he's back this game. So 6.4K, Lev Bell is pretty much a lock for me. Chris Carson again says he has a shoulder issue. All righty, but I saw the most recent report. He said that he's fine and he's not on the injury report when it comes to that shoulder. So at 6K, he's a good play in my opinion as well. Again, look at the rushing attempts, guys. Seattle just loves to rush the ball, man. And he seems to have fixed that fumbling issue that he had early in the season. But at 6K, going up against Cleveland, which is a favorable matchup for the running back position. All righty, he's averaging 17 DraftKings points with a little bit of upside, right? With 22 and so for the last couple of games. Again, he's getting a couple of passing targets as well. But look at the rushings, guys. 27 and 22 in the last couple of games. If Cleveland, yeah, I like Carson, guys. Let me just say that. Let's go ahead and get it. All right, so those are my favorite running backs. If we go down a little further, again, Chase Edmonds is in play. All right, with Johnson being hobbled. All right, going up against ATL. at 4.6K. This guy put up 18 points when he came in for relief when Johnson had his issue last game. So this guy at 4.6K is in play. Don't sleep on him. And then, of course, Malcolm Brown is now in play with Todd Gurley listed as doubtful. Okay, doesn't look like he's going to even suit up. But again, I'm cautious about attacking San Francisco. So Malcolm Brown is not one of my core plays. But, hey, 4.3K, he's thrust into the starting role. Should get a majority of the touches now. And he catches passes. He got a couple of targets in here. So, hey, couldn't be a bad play. But is he a lock for me? Nah, not for me. But again, I might end up regretting that. But hey, it is what it is. All right, so next up. Cool. Julio Jones at wide receiver, man, in play. Had an issue with his hip or something like that, but it sounds like he's going to be okay to suit up. So at 8K going up against Arizona, 51 points to be scored between these two teams. I definitely would like some Julio Jones. Yes, the last couple of games he has disappointed, but it's Julio Jones, my man. All right, this guy could easily go off for 35 DraftKings points and nobody would be surprised. He's getting the targets. He's getting the DraftKings points. Has pretty decent floor. He hadn't showed it in the last two games, but maybe it was that hip injury. Not sure. So I do like Julio again with Matt Ryan being my favorite quarterback. I'm gonna have definitely some Matt Ryan and Julio combos in my lineup somewhere. All right, Michael Thomas versus Jacksonville. I say Michael Thomas is in play every week personally, but he's not my favorite this week. At that price of 7.8K. When he was 6.6K or 6K the last week or so, last week, yeah, definitely loved him. All right, right here in this matchup versus Tap. Yeah. Oh crap! I wasn't supposed to show you that. So next up, Adam Thielen going up against Philly. All right, at 6.7K. The guy's been getting it done. 21, 3, and 35, averaging 17 DraftKings points in the last couple of games. Again, tight spread. All right, +3. All right, 44 points to be scored between these teams. Nice matchup for the receiver. All right, 29th rank. So all the boxes are checked there. All right, he's getting decent targets. All right, so at 6.7K, if this game goes back and forth and it's a tight, close affair as they have it projected at in Vegas, then hey, that could mean a lot more receptions for Adam Thielen. All right, they say the squeaky wheel gets the oil, and yeah, he was squeaky, and now Cousins is getting him the ball, hence 35 points last game. So definitely like him. Tyler Boyd. Now this play is strictly off of opportunity, man. You look at his last three games, 13, 6, and 31. He's getting targeted, averaging double-digit targets. So I can't ignore that, even though Cincinnati is garbage. They're 10-point underdogs in this matchup. So, hey, that means they're going to have to sling the ball to try to catch up, right? So Tyler Boyd could be a benefactor in that. So based off of that alone, I like him at 6.3K. Larry Fitzgerald again when Johnson out, going up against ATL, one of the best matchups for a receiver. All right, this guy's getting somewhere around 9 targets per game, has a floor of about 10, 11 points over the last 3 games. So at 6K, I like his opportunities there when it comes to the matchup versus Arizona. Mr. Fitzgerald at 6.1K. Have him in your lineups. All right, Mr. Michael Gallup went the hell off last game with 14 and 27, 14 targets and 27 DraftKings points. So at 5.6K in a decent matchup versus the Jets, where they're favored by 7, let me get some of that, Mr. Gallup. Let me get some of that. All right, DJ Chark, this guy's been low-key showing off. All right, he's a boom or bust, guys. You can see in the last 5 games, 28, 19, 18, 8, and 39. He's coming off a 39-point performance. Then he gets New Orleans. All right, a decent matchup for the wide receiver. They're 2-point favorites, 43 points between the two teams. And this guy's only 5.5K, man. In the last 2 games, he's gotten 8 and 11 targets. So Minshew seems to like him as far as the target goes. So I had to mention DJ Chark. I always want to say Shark. All right, D.D. Westbrook again. I like that New Orleans Jacksonville game low key. All right, and D.D. Westbrook and Chark are the 2 top targets for Mr. Minshew. So let's get that. All right, enough said. Mr. Mohamed Sanu. All right, at 4.5K, a good matchup versus Arizona, right? And again, high scoring affair. All right, somebody's gonna get the touchdown. He's gonna be Sanu, Hooper, or Julio. But really, gets a couple of passes, touchdowns here and there. All right, with those big boom or bust plays, right? So, but I do like Mr. Sanu again, getting decent targets, has a decent floor of around 13 DraftKings points. All right, so at 4.5K, I definitely like Sanu. Auden Tate again, just opportunity, right? 4.5K. They're gonna be slinging the ball, trying to catch up against that Baltimore defense. So just had to mention them. I won't have a whole lot of Auden Tate, but definitely had to mention them. But D Hops. All right. So last week, Fuller went the hell off. I'm talking about nuclear. Okay. But this week against Kansas City, I like D Hops to come back and do what he does, man. All righty. Averaging around 9 targets over the last 3 games, 16 DraftKings points on average, and 7.4K in the matchup versus Kansas City, where this is the highest over and under game, I believe. All right, at 55.5 points. So I like D Hopkins. I love that game, of course. Again, make it do what it do. D Hopkins. Do I really have to explain that, guys? All right. So Marquise Brown, I believe, is doubtful for Sunday's tilt. All right, in the game. All right. So that being said, that's why I like Mr. Jackson, because again, that guy can get it done with his feet as well through the air. You could sprinkle in a couple of those receivers, all right, like Willie Snead and the other guys. But I like their tight end, Andrews, but Andrews, as we're going to see, is questionable with that nagging foot injury. So, yeah, but definitely like me some Jackson anyway. All right, next up, I think that's all my receivers, guys. I don't have anybody at the very bottom down here. Of course, we got a couple of guys that we could talk about, like that Crowder. I've heard some talk of the Miami receivers and Washington receivers. I don't know, man. Hey, to each his own. Robert Woods, though, definitely would play Robert Woods. He's been kind of up and down as far as the DraftKings points go. But Robert Woods is somebody that could benefit from that Gurley injury, you know. Again, with San Francisco, and that game being 50 point over in the game, which is the second highest, so, or third highest, I mean. So, cool beans. Next up, last but not least, the tight end. Let's see who we're going to go with now. I'm going to be honest, guys. The tight end was very tough to pick this week, so I really just paid up because with some value at the running back position, with me not playing up a whole lot for the for Cook or for Zeke, righty, I'm able to pay up at the tight end. And so right now, my favorite tight end is Austin Hooper going up against Arizona, man. To me, it's a no-brainer. You know, he's getting the targets. He's getting the points the last 3 games. And he gets the best matchup for tight ends. So at 5K, Austin Hooper is my personal favorite tight end. Now, don't want to pay Austin Hooper for whatever reason? Cool. You got a couple options up top in the same price range, a couple $100 more. You got Zach Ertz, who is a target monster going up against Minnesota. Alrighty. So 5.4K. Kittle right now is currently questionable with a groin issue. So I'm not playing him. All right, just because of that. You know, I don't need to do making a cut or something and then he's out. And I just wasted $5,200 on a guy that's hobbled. So that's my opinion. But hey, George Kittle's definitely somebody who's in a good spot at 5.2K. Again, he gets the targets, he's been getting the production. So not a bad play. And of course, Travis Kelce is always in play. I don't care what this ranking says about Houston being the 4th best defense when it comes to tight end. This is Travis Kelce and Patrick Mahomes, okay? This guy's getting the targets, he's putting up the production. Yeah, he's 7K. Expensive as hell. All right, but could be lower on. That's somebody that you want to go with. This guy could go off for 25, 30 DraftKings points. And nobody would be surprised, but Kelce had to mention him. Of course, like I said, Mark Andrews, I like him in that Cincinnati-Baltimore game. But, again, he's having that foot injury. So, not even sure if he's going to suit up, but we'll find out. But keep an eye on that. This Gerald Everett guy has been doing okay. Last couple of games, 8 and 11 targets, 15 and 24 DraftKings points. So, man, speaking of that, let me go ahead and put him on this watch list. Look at that. Man. And see, what led me to look at this guy, see that flame right there? It lets you know that he's on a little bit of a hot streak. Same thing right here with Jason Witten. Alrighty. Mr. Akins had a little hot streak there. Darren Fells had a little hot streak. So, one of the cool features of Draft Dashboard. Also, the little crown means that they're inside the NFL cheat sheet. So, if you come over to the NFL cheat sheet, you're going to see there's a lot of the plays, and they're broken down by the price range, stud, mid-range, and value. Okay, guys, so that just help you out. If you're somebody who does not have a lot of time and just wants to come in and throw a couple lineups together, go into that cheat sheet, pick 3 or 4 of your favorite plays, come on over here to the lineup optimizer, and let Draft Dashboard build you a single lineup. All right, as you can see right here, built me a lineup with Ingram, and used a lot of my watch players, and you see I got a couple players with some synergy together. So I got Matt Ryan with Sanu and Hooper. All righty. So if I like this lineup, I can just click Save Lineup. If I want to build multiple lineups, I can go to the Mass Lineup Generator and generate lineups this way. Again, maybe I'm doing a 20 max contest, right? And you check your randomness. Randomness mean how often does it go away from the people that are in your watch list. So you put high randomness, it'll select a lot of players outside of your watch list. If you keep it low, it'll stay within your watch list. All right, so maximum exposure, my suggestion, I wouldn't go over 40, because if you have a guy that's you have that 75% on, he gets hurt, 75% of your lineups are dead. So I normally keep it at 25, and then just click generate lineups and let Draft Dashboard build you 20 lineups that you could then go in and further customize. Because again, at the end of the day, this is just software, but you have to use your own judgment and tweak it to your delight. So let's look at my favorite plays for this week. So as we stand here today, Matt Ryan against Arizona, again, been pretty consistent except for that game against Tennessee, which is not a soft defense in my opinion. But as you can see, 25, 24, 26, and 35 versus Houston, and he gets the best matchup on the board for, well, almost best matchup for a quarterback. So Matt Ryan. Mark Ingram, game script, projected to blow out Cincinnati, get some extra touches. Alrighty, so definitely like Mark Ingram right here in this home game, 6.6K. Again, been kind of up and down as far as his points, but I like this matchup in the game script. Like I said, at home, give me some Mark Ingram, and Hollywood Brown may be out. So Chris Carson going up against Cleveland. It's been a good matchup for running backs in the past. He's averaging somewhere around 18 to 19 DraftKings points. Right, with a little bit of upside around 22 to 25. So I do like his position here at 6K. And again, look at the guys' attempts, man. 27, 22, 15, and 15. So the last couple of games, they've been chucking the ball to him, man. They've been passing it off to him. Not passing it off, but handing it off to him. So Chris Carson, KUPP, again, I know I said I didn't want to attack that San Francisco defense, but if I did, this is the guy I'm going with, man. Look at his targets, man. 17, 15, and 12 in the last 3 games. And look at his production. This guy's a beast. So at 7K, I don't have no problem playing KUPP. All right. Austin Hooper, again, he's going to be my tight end of choice at 5K with the best matchup on the board. We played Eifert last week because it was against Arizona. So I'm playing Austin Hooper this week because it's against Arizona. But this guy here is actually getting production, okay? He's getting the targets. He's putting up points. I like Mr. Hooper in this matchup. And then last but not least, at my flex, I'm going with Lev Bell. Again, he's going to be the guy getting the touches in this Dallas versus Jets game. Again, he gets his quarterback back, so that should mean that they should be able to move the ball as far as passing and to be able to set up some stuff for the run game. And again, Lev Bell is going to get the ball on the floor as far as rushing and also as far as receptions. As you can see, he's had targets of 9 to 10 in the last 3 or 4 games. So definitely like me some Lev Bell. So that leaves you 4,100 for your last 2 receiver spots if you go with this lineup here. And so let's talk about defenses, right? So, go all the way down at the bottom. The Jets, like I say, have been doing decently. 4, 16, 5, 18. All righty. They've been getting it done in the sack area. Okay. All right. Got a couple interceptions here in the first 3 games against Buffalo, Cleveland, and New England. So, yeah, at 1.5K, shit, they don't have to do much to meet value. So you throw in the Jets, and that gives you 5,500 for your last 2 spots. Okay. All right. Now, if you want to get rid of one, like let's say you don't like Mark Ingram and you want to go in and put in, where we at? Right here, Mr. Brown, that everybody's talking about for whatever reason against San Francisco. They give you 6,600 for your last 2 spots. So there you go. So you got options, guys. So when it comes to my core, that's my own personal core. You don't have to play all of them in your lineup, but just pick and choose, guys, and build your lineups that you're like and that you're comfortable with. That way you won't have regrets come the end of the day on Sunday. So that's all I have for you today, guys. Again, draft dashboard, as you can see, it finished building up my lineups. And so you can see my lineups, it has the projected points. And again, it's just projected points. But again, go through and look at them, guys. It may be people who are questionable or that are injured that you may not like. So you can go in there and you can change them by optimizing the lineup, going in here. And let's say Trey Quinn, I don't want Trey Quinn. If I want to go to another player for whatever reason, just scroll down here. Say I want to go with Ted again. Bam. And click save lineup. And then that lineup would be in your save lineups, the new updated one. So, yeah, once you're ready, select all. Click on export the selected lineups. And what it's going to do is going to download the CSV file that you can upload to either DraftKings or Fanduel. Yes, this works on DraftKings and Fanduel. So, all right. So good luck on today's slate, guys. I appreciate the love. If you could, before you go, drop a like on the video for me. Again, it really helps. And if you're new to the channel, if you like what you heard, you love the picks, you see last week how we smashed it with 234 DraftKings points with a couple of duds in the lineup, by the way. All right. Go ahead and give us a subscribe. Hit that subscribe button real quick. Turn on the notifications so that way you'll be notified when I post. NBA season is coming. We're about to be lit. All right, guys. Peace.